It's where champions are made, future champions, past
Just
and
went all
present.
on there, and it just went on.
So now we're going to talk about a future one, right?
Hopefully, that's what we have looking at the minute.
So what's your name?
Kiaran Macdonald, flyweight.
Flyweight.
Yeah,
And today is the GB
yeah,
Championships 2018. Flyweight, you're
yeah.
now the flyweight champion.
100%. I sort of asked for the bout. I mean, to be honest today, because obviously I've had a slow year. I mean, obviously the passing of my uncle after me WSB, which was a hard one to take, which put us out for 4 or 5 months. I mean, like we'd have left us distraught type thing. So obviously I started the year on a high in February, won me WSB, and obviously everything happened, and I had a bit of layoff. But I mean, I've only had 2 bouts this year. That was my 3rd bout, so it's been a slow year, but it's good to finish on a high. Obviously looking into Olympic qualifiers next year. I mean, it's all good. There's a few boys already pushing it, and I want to keep on the toes. You know what I mean?
Flyweight, what kilos is that? Is that
52.
52?
Yeah.
And who's the top guy at the moment with it? Would you say?
So, with the weights changing, it's sort of like Will Corley, Galalia, Fai and me, sort of all on the Great Britain podium squad. So we're all looking at competing and getting one better on each other. I mean, Galal went to the Rio Olympic Games, which is flying. Will Corley's just come back from the European Unions with a silver medal, which many thought he would have won gold. So it's all go really. I mean, everyone's pushing that little spot. Every spar's like a little war. We're trying to get one up on each other every time. So it's keeping us all on our toes. I mean, I've had a quiet year, and I've just sort of creeping back into form now. Obviously, I like getting busy and active. So beginning of next year, it's all go, man.
So how old are you?
21.
21. And you've won the seniors nationals before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've won them twice.
Twice?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
What year was that?
2016 and 2017.
Oh, congrats on that.
Cheers.
Where else have you won then?
Obviously I won like youth ABAs or obviously coming through the ranks. I've been to like major like tournaments like Stranger and that with GB. Obviously at the lower weight. Obviously I've just stepped up, so I've had two fights at that weight now, this new weight, and I'm slowly starting to develop. I mean, it's a long process moving up in weight. Like some of the boys will tell you themselves, it takes years to finally develop into a weight. And I feel like I'm slowly starting to develop.
So flyweight in the professionals, there's a guy, there's a flyweight flying right now. His last performance was really good. What's his name? Sonny Edwards.
Sonny Edwards.
Do you know much about him?
I boxed him in on it.
Okay.
In the ABA final. I mean, I'll hate to saying this, but obviously I beat him in the.
You beat him
in the 2016 ABA final.
Wow.
I mean, obviously he's a good friend of mine now.
Yeah.
Obviously he's looking to revenge out in the pros. I mean, he's a good friend of mine now. Obviously, and he hates mentioning that, but it's one of them things, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
Obviously he was on air himself. Obviously I was just coming on when he was on the back end of it type thing. And he chose the pro career, which he's flying at the minute, to be fair.
Yeah. What did you think of his last performance?
I thought it was just a cracking performance. It was just schooling, really. I mean, he's got all the tools in the book ready to be world champion one day. I mean, obviously he's sharp, he's slick. I mean,
since you fought him, have you seen the improvement? Has he improved since the last time?
I mean, it looks like he's starting to sit down in his shots a bit more, whereas an amateur he was more flighty. I mean, that's just pro style, lad. I mean, obviously that's exactly what he wants to be doing. I mean, sitting down, starting to get people out there, which is fair enough. Obviously he's making tracks. Obviously I'm good friends with him now. We had a little rivalry going on, but obviously it's put to bed now.
Put to bed, okay. And his brother, he's what was it, Superfly? Is he fighting?
Charlie Edwards, yeah, he's doing fly. He's fighting for the world.
Fly as well.
I think he'll win that world title, to be honest. I mean, he's a cracking fighter, really. I think he took that last world title fight a bit too soon, to be honest. But I think this time he's coming into his peak, and I think he'll win the world title.
Have you sparred him before?
No, I've never sparred Charlie. I mean, obviously it's something that will happen eventually.
Yeah.
Obviously it's good sparring for each other, really.
Yeah.
But obviously at the minute in time, his opponent's nothing like my style, so it doesn't really make sense to be sparring me. Yeah. But obviously I suppose when he's defending that world title against the Southpaw, he'll probably come in and get some rounds in.
Okay. So where are you from? What part of England?
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Just south of Newcastle.
Okay. You're not part of the Berkeley boys then?
Nah. Obviously, I'm in the region. Obviously, like the fighters on the wall came from my club. I mean, like Tony Jeffries.
Yeah.
There's Warren Beester. I mean, you've had a few big names from my club, obviously, coming through. I mean, Sunderland and Berkeley have been obviously like rivals, like pipping each other all the way through, and it's starting to show now. Obviously, the talent that's on here from the northeast is booming at the moment.
Josh Kelly's from Sunderland.
He started out at my boxing club. Obviously, I've always like looked up his style and tried to copy little things. I mean, since I've been younger, I've always watched him, and he's showed us little things and in the gym and that, and it's starting to pay dividends. I mean, obviously he's going to go on to win big things. I mean, Saturday night's where he starts, really.
So, well, good luck to him on that. I'm sure he's going to pass through. But, can you remember the age you started boxing?
went into the gym 9-year-old, about 2008 or something. Obviously, just before when Tony Jeffries qualified for Olympics, that sort of brought me into the gym. I mean, he still drops his messages out every now and then, making sure I'm still on the ball type thing. Obviously, he wants us to follow in his path, which is just good to see, really.
Okay. Any other hobbies apart from boxing?
Nah, I used to play football a bit when I was younger, but turns out I'm a bit better at boxing, innit?
Well, you showed it tonight, and congrats on winning the GB
Cheers, appreciate that,
Championships, and best of luck on your trying to make it to Tokyo 2012.
100%.
It's going to be a nice and healthy competition,
Yeah,
and I'll be
100%.
watching. And I'll be saying, and in a case where you don't make it to 2020, would you still try and stay on for?
I mean, the Birmingham Commonwealth Games 2022 is even a realistic target, to be fair. I mean, which would be good to hit that.
Oh, Birmingham.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
in
is that
Birmingham.
okay?
I mean, I believe if I don't make the Olympic Games, that I'll be 100% in that squad,
Okay.
like 1,000,000%. But
Alright.
obviously there's that in the pro ranks. But obviously I'm just focusing on my path to Tokyo at the
Yeah.
moment. So once we get this Tokyo cycle out the way, I mean, it's all go really. 3 boys that are obviously pushing each other all the way. So it's kind of ask for anything better.
Okay. Well, thanks for your
Appreciate it.
time, and well done for winning today. Anything else you want to tell me about?
Nah.
Okay.
Obviously, I'd just like to dedicate that win. A boy from around my area passed away Tuesday night, I think it was, but obviously he was having battles of his own, which is probably bigger than mine inside the ring at the end of the day. So I'm sorry to hear that, and that's sort of dedicated to him.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear about condolences on that.
No problem.
And thanks for your time, and all the best for next year.
I appreciate that. Thank you for your time, man.
Take care.
Cheers,
Bye
man.
bye.